Whoa.
There he is.
What?
He's back.
What are we on camera 2, 3? We're over there. We're looking at camera 1. All right. All right. Again, the production value is extremely high. Very confusing. We have boom cameras. We got lighting, production. Jeff assures me, you the squares, that we're going to get through the 59 minutes unscathed. Do you assure us that, Jeff?
Absolutely. Not like last time.
I have absolutely no faith. No faith. Stop with that mouse, because I know that's good. He cannot get through 1 minute without mouse touching.
Aaron.
I know your thing. You like to search in Google. Are you someone that likes to be multitask, like when you're working? Because you're an editor, so you're always
20 things.
You can't just stop.
No,
you
no,
don't like. I'm kind of like that too. I get handy. They call that handy.
Yeah. I can't do one thing at a time.
Yeah, I can barely do one thing at a time.
I may have ADHD.
Who doesn't? Sure. I have everything, every letter combination possible. I have ABC, XYL, WKXR.
You got it all.
I got everything. I got Steve Squared-itis. By the way, that's what you're watching. The Steve Squared Show. Welcome. I'm your host, Funny Man Stevie K, alongside the man, the myth, the legend, Hefe. What's going on, mijo?
What's up?
It's actually a pretty cool Monday for August. Comfortable, no?
Yeah, that hurricane's cooling things down.
And if people have to suffer for my comfortability, I find that's okay.
Absolutely.
If the whole island has to get removed from the map, but they have to redraw a map because now that island's not there anymore, it's been F5'd out. As long as I feel that I can wear a t-shirt and feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
It's a small price to pay.
What else matters but your own personal comfort?
That's the crux of the show.
There you go.
I am a little concerned. I've had an itch on my. I know there's a lot of tragedy going on in the world.
Absolutely.
I get it. There's hurricanes, wildfires, degradation.
Mm-hmm.
The apocalypse is coming.
Yes, there is war, there is famine, there is horrible things.
Everything. But I have an itch. Let me explain what's going on here.
An itch.
On my, that has, it's bothering me. It's been there for a couple of weeks now. I've tried Benadryl. I've tried most of your anti-itch creams, which, by the way, is coming out in AMC theaters next month. Anti-Itch Man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's going to be a great it's a new superhero.
Great.
Anti-Itch Man.
You don't have poison ivy, do you?
I don't. Look how nervous. Poison ivy. Do I? And yeah, I just got it right. One little small. I got it localized. I got just one little spot of poison ivy.
Yeah, you don't know what's living in that on that track that you run.
Oh, my path
over there in Piqua.
The Piqua path. Yeah, I don't think there's. I mean, I don't go in the brush though. I stay on the path. I mean, I don't think it's ravaged with poison ivy.
Could be any number of pathogens over there that could jump out at you.
That is true. That is very true.
You see that water over there?
Oh, nasty. Anyway, so how was the weekend?
Okay.
Did you have a nice weekend? You've been getting out for bike rides. You're feeling good.
Yep, I went for a bike ride a couple times.
That's nice. We did some biking.
Yeah.
Felt good yesterday. Although my knee has been giving me, I don't like to complain, but this is the best place. I feel like this is the best forum for me to complain. When Steve's here, he won't let me complain.
Vent all you like.
Aside from this constant itch, which is hard to bike when you're going like this constantly or run. I'm doing this the whole time. Having this little knee issue, it's been bothering me as well. So, and just to give you an update, I know everybody is concerned. I've been the long-standing backyard work. I've been working on this back. You think I could have built a cathedral in their backyard?
You're still working on that backyard.
Oh my goodness! But I'm coming to the home stretch. The painting is done. The tree which we saw is up and looks majestic. I bought more Miracle Grow.
Did you get rid of the bees?
The bees are gone.
Nice.
Everything all in time for the season to be over.
How about that massive bird nest you had up
that was a season ago.
That's gone.
Yeah, we had that. We had them relocated. I had that limb cut right off. So everything is. I bought a barbecue yesterday. I'm going old school. I know everybody does the propane tank thing.
Yeah.
We're in the new world. Everybody does propane.
They do.
Most people do propane with the gas tank. Okay. What, you don't know? Do you barbecue?
No.
Yeah.
Not in a long time.
Well, then I'm talking to the wrong guy. But you've heard of propane.
Of course.
It's a liquid gas they use now to light barbecues.
I've heard of propane.
And probably blow up half your house.
Maybe there's like solar powered barbecues now.
Maybe.
No.
So I went a different route. I'm a very nostalgic guy, which we're hint going to be doing a little nostalgia on today's show.
No, okay. Nostalgia.
So this is how I do a little. I try to metaphor it. I try to keep it all together. So I bought a charcoal barbecue. Remember, you've heard of charcoal?
Yes.
Good.
Absolutely.
The old briquettes, if you will. And so my mom is funny. She goes, "But how do you light these? Don't you need that?" She was like this, and isn't that dangerous? I go, "Mom, they've come a long way since what was that, 1980? Of those kind of, you have pre-treated charcoal briquettes that you just throw a match and it blows up half your house." I go, "Don't worry." I go, "Just keep the fire department phone number handy when I light this baby. Let's light this candle." So it's cool. It's a Weber. It's a kettle drum, if you will. It's got the, and it's got the lid. It's really old fashioned. I kind of like that feel. And you stack the briquettes, you light it. When they turn ashy, that's when they're perfect. You could throw your meat or vegetables or fish, whatever you are eating on the grill.
Yeah. Poison your food with charcoal. Okay.
Well,
okay, I get it.
My mom is watching this. I worked for 7 months to get to this barbecue, and now I'm going to hear this one. Jeff says it's poisonous.
I just didn't say a thing.
You actually did.
It's comedy. We're joking.
I'm going to hear it. Listen, hopefully my mom didn't get on the podcast yet. It always takes 5 minutes to click on.
The charcoal smoke gets into the meat.
We'll edit it later. It gives it a smoky flavor. What you call poison, I call mesquite. It's tomato. Yes, you might end up with some kind of emphysema. That's years down the road. Why not enjoy? You're a panicker. If you're so
panicking,
I am. Meanwhile, I got more important things than charcoal poison. I got an itch.
I'm just stating possibilities.
I hope we'll call. If Steve calls in, we'll get a third. We're gonna get a third opinion on this gaseous, noxious thing that's gonna happen to my barbecue. Don't ruin my barbecue. I've been getting this ready for months.
Yeah. You wrap the grate in aluminum foil, right?
What?
Because that's the
wrap. What grate? What do you mean?
The barbecue. We used to do that back in the day.
Well, I don't. Now here's two schools of thought. I do put aluminum foil over the grill. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
I do that. And you still get the same barbecue flavor.
Yeah.
I've noticed. Yeah, but I always do that. I don't lay it right on the grill.
Plus aluminum foil.
Now, let me tell you what's really gross. At Jones, you want to hear gross. Jones Beach has a picnic area.
Yeah.
Right? I've seen this. They have a picnic area, and they have common use barbecues.
Yeah, for a long time they've had this.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So maybe somebody just left and they finished barbecuing some body parts of a body they're trying to dismantle and get rid of. It's a common thing that happens on Long Island, as we know.
Yes.
Right? So because we saw what happens when you just take the whole body and throw it in the brush at Gilgo.
Yes.
You must use these barbecues. That's another way.
That's what they're there for.
Of course. But then you might have your family and want a picnic. And who would be using these? This is gross.
That's ridiculous.
Not to imagine the birds and the other things and bugs and all of the other. Oh my
no
God.
idea what's in those. And no one's cleaning them out.
Oh my, cleaning them out?
No one is cleaning those things.
Those things were put there in the 70s and they're the same grill.
Yep. They used to have them at Extra State Park too.
Oh, yeah, at all of these state
Yeah.
parks, this is what they do. And they feel like people like to, have a communal barbecue.
Hell
And now
no.
they wonder where these brush fires start because they charcoal burning, flaming charcoal's left, and then they throw it in the grass. I digress.
We're gonna hibachi. Don't use those.
I digress. So we're going to talk mainly about a show I watched last night. I didn't
Okay.
want to tell you until I had you on. I do this because I like
Okay.
your raw reaction. It was 3 episodes, 3 45-minute episodes, or
Mhm.
45 to 50.
Okay.
So I said I'll watch one. I was waiting for this to drop on Netflix. It was called Fit for TV: The Reality of The Biggest Loser. The show The Biggest Loser.
The one with Jillian Michaels.
Yes, and Bob
Okay.
Harper.
I used to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, who didn't?
Mhm.
It ran for like 12 years. A
Yeah.
hugely popular show, which
Yeah.
spun off everything. Games that people do in offices. Let's have a Biggest Loser contest in many corporate offices, and games and paraphernalia and all kinds of merchandise. I mean, it went off the charts.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the reality of what really went on this show and what they did to these people, how they cast them,
Mm.
and all of the rest. And I watched one episode, and I was so locked in. I watched the second episode, and I watched the third. I was up till 3:30 in the morning. Watched all 3.
Damn.
It was really good, and it was Jillian Michaels, of course, declined to be available for this documentary.
Shocking.
Bob Harper was, and he looked good. He had a heart attack.
Yeah.
He almost died.
Yeah.
And he had said in the documentary, everybody had reached out to him. Only one person did not.
Jillian Michaels.
Jillian Michaels.
Of course.
And she was such his best friend on the show.
Not
She's the
surprised
real-
at all. She's
So
phony.
it starts off, and I don't want to give away too much because I want you all to watch. But it starts off with you hear a voice talking, and he said, I was 300 and something pounds. And then they show he's like, I sent in audition tape after audition tape, and you see his audition tapes.
Mm.
He's like, I want to be on The Biggest Loser. These kind of self-tapes people do to get
Yeah,
cast.
of course.
And they try to be funny and jocular, and they're enormously overweight, obese. And he said, I didn't hear anything. He finally got called, got a possible casting, got cast, and he was a winner on one of the seasons.
Yeah.
I think maybe the first season. And then you hear a voice, and goes, and then he goes, and then it says, here I am now, and he's over 400 pounds.
Oh my God.
And he had won. He was like 150
He got it
pounds.
back.
He was all back. So, that opens the thing, and what you can
Yeah.
expect. And they have the producers, the creators of the show. One of the creators was an executive producer, and he had seen a posting somebody put that said, maybe it was a gym posting, and said, help me, I'm overweight, I need help to lose weight, if anybody can help me. And that's where he got the idea of this show. He thought, we'll have it make it into a contest, we'll call it The Biggest Loser. So people, and they focus on several different people, that their stories. And one woman almost died on the show, and
Wow.
she was. They were doing a test, and she was running, and then they had a helicopter medevac her away. She was 3 days unconscious,
Oh my God.
heart stopped, and she talked about it. And they were really personal stories, and they were really, this was like they saw The Biggest Loser, and 2 sisters had won. One came runner up one season, and a lot of them. It seemed like most had put the weight back. There was a doctor that was also on this thing that had said he was a consulting doctor who was he was a famous physician. He was, I forget who he was, but he was a famous doctor. And he was the consult doctor on the show, but the producers never wanted to listen to him. Like he would say, you can't do this to these people. They're going to have a heart attack. They're going to die. Like these kind of drills or things. And they were like, yeah, whatever, we're careful. And they had people sign away everything on the, on the NDRs. And they signed away any rights. I mean, they could be killed, mutilated. The show assumes no responsibility, of course. But these people didn't care. And the doctor was talking. He was like, always tried to give, and I worked with the people, and he was, he was like a legitimate doctor. But he said they were not in sync with the producers. The producers were there for the show.
Yeah.
So, and then they have Bob Hopper and Jillian Michaels. They were the two trainers, and they show them screaming and abusing, and the people are talking about how, their style, and Jillian Michaels was a screamer. And then they weren't allowed to use any drugs, any ephedrins, anything in this show. So one of these seasons, Jillian Michaels had her people using caffeine pills. So, and that was a thing on the show. It came out, and it was a thing. So, so
she
cheated, and it's all of this stuff. But the thing was, I as much as I hate the exploitation of what the show was about, which is really what it was.
Yeah,
they weren't. It was exploitation because they had these temptation challenges where for 5 minutes, the people could go in. They would go into a room filled with pizza, donuts, candy, and they would have them go in and have to sniff it or taste it and get on all. It was degrading things they did to these people, and then they would have them. They would show. The producers would tell the trainers, "Keep going. We don't mind if they're throwing up on the air, like if they're vomiting on the treadmill or falling." And you saw all these horrible clips, and Bob Hopper was like, they were encouraging us to do this. They weren't like back off. They were like, keep abusing them, keep. And the people's stories were like, I couldn't believe that they were like this to me. They were trying, and then they would have the touching moment where they would be crying on the show. And then Bob Hope would be like, see, I knew you could get to the other side. I knew if you listened to me, and they're crying, I knew it, Bob. Oh, thank you, Bob. And it was all of this nonsense. And the people are talking now, and they're like, what they did. And I thought they would care. And I'm like, and like I said, as much as I hate but the producers were being producers. And if you can't see that and understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
So they're blaming, they exploited people. They did, it was a show. It was like all reality shows are there for drama to exploit people. Housewives shows, any of these stupid shows. And so the people thought that would be a way they could lose weight, and some did, and whatever. But they're not your friends. They're not there to care about you, especially after your season or you're done off the show. Yeah. They're like, oh, with all the money the show made, they should have gave us an aftercare program where they watched out for us. This is a television show. They're not your train. Like Bob Harper's not going to be there for the rest of your life. No. He's a TV trainer, and so is she, and they don't care.
Of course not. Once the show's over, you're done.
And one of the winners, the guy that gained the weight back, when he won, he was hugging Jillian Michaels. He was on her team. And she hugs him and she goes, you just made me a millionaire. That was the first season. She's like, meaning that now she's going to become. Yeah. And she did. She was a celebrity. Jillian Michaels was everywhere at that time.
Forgot about him 2 seconds later.
Yeah. So, it's their scum. And if you can't realize that, and it's up to the people, and I think some acknowledged it's on them, because then it was coming out that the doing this was affecting these people's metabolisms, and the Post came out with a story. But it's up to the people to continue. Not everybody is able to be in that environment where they don't have to work, they don't have to have any family. They leave their families for these months. And they have their trainers, and they're working out 6 hours a day, and the food is there for them. People then have to go off and they're back to their own lives. Yeah. And go back to work, and then find out how to fit in working out. And you're not able to, most people can't work out 7 hours a day. And then be able to rest. You might have to go and have a job and have children and have families. Yeah. And so you have to figure it out.
You're on your own. That's it.
And the show is not tailored to give you an aftercare product on how to figure it out. It's a television show.
They should have read the contracts.
And they even said they did. One of the women were like, I got handed this 20-page document in my hotel room. And she's like, I think I need a lawyer. And she goes, I told the producers. And they said, no problem. We have 100 other people that'll take your spot right now as soon as I pick up the phone. But you get a lawyer if you feel you need to. So they
That's
were like,
when you walk right out of the damn room.
so they were like so desperate they
Yeah.
just signed. Everybody was signed. They didn't care.
Yeah.
And the producer's like, yo, get yourself a lawyer. No problem. We'll see you later. So people were like, whatever.
Wow. Yeah, that's how they get you, man.
But that's the crux of it. You got to watch it. It's called The Biggest Loser, Fit for TV.
I'm going to watch that later.
You got to watch 3 episodes, probably totals an hour and a half.
Mm.
It was like 45.
Yeah.
But it was great. And it was really engaging. And I watched all 3. And that shows one of my frailties. I don't have the ability to pace. I glommed it all in. I was a binger, just like you people that I make fun of for binging. I binged last night. I watched all 3. I should have watched a little, and then a little tonight, a little more.
I'm guilty of being a binger as well.
I did it because it was interesting to me, obviously as a trainer,
Mm-hmm.
and and I think I am not a trainer, and you can attest to this.
You are not a trainer, yes.
Yeah, thank you. Jeff can attest to this. I'm a dumbbells trainer. No, I am my style, and I'm not an advocate of this style of screaming in someone's face,
Mhm.
drill sergeant training.
Yeah.
I used to have work with trainers that would tell me, I made my client throw up today, and they'd be like so excited. I'm like, great, and they're probably not coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be put through that. They're not getting ready they're not a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Or training for a bodybuilding show. And I've trained for bodybuilding shows and still didn't do that to myself or work with other people.
Yeah.
So, you could get where you need to get to. That's just my style. I, always try to do that positive, even if it's small things, whatever.
That's why I stuck with you as my trainer.
That's, you got to try to do it, because it's a tough thing. I don't know of anything more tough than not the working out, the nutrition, the diet. It's something that's around. Guess the number of people in 2025 adults that are obese right now. What the percentage is?
It's got to be like up in the 70, 80%
Well,
range.
you would think if you went to the beach. if you went, it's 45, which is almost half of the population. It's actually it's high because when you're talking about half the population is obese of adults, and children are in the 30s, which is
that's
staggering as well.
It's disturbing to see an 8-year-old kid like
it's terrible,
200 and something
right.
pounds.
And so
It's a shame.
And it's not going in the right way because the new activity is phone swiping.
Yeah, really.
So things are not getting better; they're getting worse.
This is the exercise now.
Right. I almost took out 2 people because they weren't looking in the road. They were doing this while they were crossing
Have
the
I
street.
lost weight yet?
Yeah. Maybe there's an app for losing weight. If I come out with that's I'm going on Shark Tank list. Let me tell you, so why don't you come lose some weight with me, Sharks? I'm going to come out. I'm working on it. I'm doing the best I can. Right now, I'm still making people lift weights. But you got to watch it. I took up a lot of time talking about it, but it was so powerful that these people's stories. But it is a difficult thing for people. It's hard. Food is something that is around you all the time, and all of it. So and people have different body types.
Then you get into a depression. You eat more because you're depressed, and it gets.
It's a vicious cycle because you find comfort. It's the thing you have, so it's like anything else, and people need to have more of it in schools. They don't have enough nutrition education in schools.
Yeah.
Not to mention, don't get me started on what they're feeding the kids in schools.
Oh, God.
In cafeterias and lunches, and that's a whole nother kettle of fish.
Yeah, that's a disaster.
Which I wouldn't get into. Which, by the way, I'm going to be barbecuing at the big barbecue, a kettle of fish.
All right.
Oh, delicious.
There you go.
Nothing like a kettle of fish. Little lemon. Delish. Mwah! That's another show. That'll be my other. I'm doing a cooking show that's going to be on. That's a new. I'm starting a new podcast. Cooking with Steve Squared.
All right.
I'm going to bring my barbecue with my poison charcoal.
Your poison charcoal. All right.
And that's what we'll do. I would be amiss if I didn't touch on this. My mom's she is her whole life she has been this fan. I don't want to say fan. She is a fan, you know, or someone she's loved and really, you know, one of her biggest celebrity singers, Elvis Presley.
Mm-hmm.
My mom loves Elvis, loves her some King,
Yeah.
loves the King. In our house, we got a big King mirror, the Elvis.
Yeah. Nice.
And I don't know. This could be one of the most incredible feats ever. We have a pool table in our downstairs.
Mm.
So you're like this. And right behind is the Elvis mirror on the wall. Many years that and I have had these nightmares where I've knocked it or somebody's knocked it and waiting for that correct. And we have managed. It's the single greatest feat I've ever seen.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
Well, yeah.
Because you know now it's going to.
Well, no. We'll be careful. So and then there's, you know, all the Elvis paraphernalia. But my mom is an over the top. She loves Elvis. Big Elvis fan. So the anniversary, he passed away on August 16th.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking here. Where is it? Where's the King? There it is. Oh, well, we don't know that. Sure. So it says this was a Long Islanders recall when Elvis died and the Coliseum went dark. He was supposed to this was a few days before he was going to perform at the Coliseum. So my mom always talks about the story how she could have went to go see him at the Coliseum. One of our relatives was getting tickets. They were all going to go to the Coliseum because they were all Elvis fans. But my mom didn't want to go. She didn't for whatever reason, and so I don't know, but she didn't get to see him. So it says here, you know, these are some people's accounts. So it says here he never really did New York on his tour. Just later on, like it wasn't until the 1972, and he passed away in 76, 77. So really until 72, he started doing Madison Square Garden and the Coliseum and made that part of his tour.
Wow.
So he came back in 1975 to do 2 shows. And then Presley's 1977 tour dates included the Coliseum on August 22nd. So on August 22nd, 1977, he was going to be performing at the Coliseum. And he passed away 4 or 5 days earlier.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to do the show.
Clearly not.
So they had to cancel the show.
Yeah, I would think so.
I think they used, I'm not sure who went in his place. Not really sure. But the Coliseum went dark and people gathered outside the Coliseum. It was a big thing, you know?
Yeah.
And these people were very, very, on the day Elvis would have played the Coliseum, 5,000 fans gathered outside the venue, and they were all charged for parking, no doubt. By the Coliseum. Yes, if you could just pay the 30, we'll only charge you 30 for the parking instead of the 50 because Elvis won't be here tonight. So just 30 and you'll be fine. Because they were always scumbags.
Yeah.
Somebody has the tickets. Listen to this insane person. Somebody has the tickets for that show. They kept them and were offered $10,000 for the tickets and wouldn't sell them. Like, not $10,000 just for the collectibles, not to go to that show. Like, meaning because they have those ticket stubs. Am I reading that right?
Are you insane?
It says she still has her tickets and doesn't plan to sell them. At one time, they were worth $10,000.
$10,000.
But I didn't care.
For what, a $10 ticket back then?
Oh, Elvis might have been 15, 20.
You think? All right.
Well, I don't know. It's the 70s. This wasn't you know, the $1,200 to go see Taylor Swift from like up in the from a multi-venue.
10 grand. Oh man, I would. There you go. Turn it right over.
They were showing some Elvis movies. Now, you know, he always wanted to be a serious actor. Elvis. Jeff laughs. I'm trying to defend my mom's hero, Elvis Presley.
All right.
Now, it wasn't his fault. He was put into these silly movies where he had to sing a song, and it was, you know, it was almost like, you know, whatever song was his Jailhouse Rock, Love Me Tender.
He sang all his dialogue.
Well, no, he didn't sing all his dialogue. There was a good movie. I don't know if it was where he sang Don't Be Cruel, but it wasn't the name of the movie. Walter Matthau was in it. And it was set in that New Orleans-y type of thing. That was actually a pretty good movie. They showed one, Wild in the Country, was god awful. That was awful. Even my mom was watching. She was like, turn this off. But I think he always wanted to be. But the scripts were terrible. They were these, Hollywood, just 30 minutes. They pumped them out just for him to sing a song and dance with Aunt Margaret or whoever the hot girl was at the time.
Yeah,
we get it. Okay. You know who else was in one of his first movies? And gosh, it's gonna elude me now. She's still dances. Oh my god, I can't think of her name, from the 80s, or even the set. She had that one song that was really popular that she wrote or something like that. I can't think of it now. But she was in an Elvis movie. They were all have their accounts of being in Elvis movies where they got their start and then whatever. But so here's a picture of him. I don't know if you could see. There's the king right there. This is late King. This is not. He was alive in this picture.
Looks like Howard Stern.
I don't like the hair here. There's too much hair. This is 1975 Elvis. He's starting to balloon up here. He should have been on The Biggest Loser later on. He could have been on that show and lost some weight. But he was not. It was the combination of the drugs and the fried bologna sandwiches.
That's it. That's what did it to everybody.
As a trainer,
salt in that bologna will kill you.
As a trainer, I've learned one thing: you can't mix amphetamines and fried bologna. It'll kill you every time.
Yep, dead.
Separate, they're fine.
Sure.
You want to do a little cocaine? That's okay. Do whatever you want. I'm not judging.
Some coke and a can of Spam? Hell yeah.
That's okay. Fried bologna while you're watching Gilligan's Island? Go for it. But you put the two together. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's like trying to have, meatloaf and an energy drink. The two won't combine.
That doesn't work? Celsius and meatloaf?
No.
Not a good combo?
No, although he was a great performer. And that's why Meatloaf never drank Celsius. You see the way I tie everything together? In a day, in a night, and a love you know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I almost sounded like Elvis doing a Meatloaf impression.
Help me.
My mom made a great meatloaf. She knows how to make. Speaking of meatloaf, boy, did she make? She used to make.
People make meatloaf anymore? Really?
When we were kids, my mom made a great meatloaf. She would ground round. She'd put a little ketchup on top. Oh, it's delicious. You'd have it on a nice bakery roll. Oh, fantastic. No, but then we all stopped eating meat, and it didn't become a thing anymore. Yeah. I eat chicken, but not red meat and things like that.
Yes.
She's like, I can't make anything. Nobody eats anything anymore. She's like, you don't eat pot, you don't eat this, you don't eat that. So we make burnt broccoli. That's her thing.
Burnt broccoli.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I love it.
Oh, I love it. This is just a public service announcement. And this is why I love living in Nassau County. You're a Suffolk County guy.
Yes.
Stop watering your lawn.
I don't. My sprinklers do it.
Stop it. So apparently Suffolk County is pleading with the people. Stop watering your lawn.
Let your grass die.
Well, it's either the grass or you. Because one of the two of you is going. You could have a lovely lawn and you could be dehydrated, laying dead in your apartment without having showered or anything. Or
how would I be dehydrated?
It says here, now to dig deeper.
I'm never dehydrated.
I don't understand this. Once they start talking about aquifers, that's where my ADHD comes in, or whatever I have. I can't read anymore. Yeah. After the word aquifer, it reminds me back of Earth Science class of 7th grade, where I didn't listen to it there.
It's just dumb. I
don't know what they're talking about. But it says, if someone is watering when they shouldn't, they get what's called, this is in Nassau County, Port Washington, Nassau County. They're not giving you a fine. This is what you get. So it says here, if someone is watering when they shouldn't, they get what's called an oops notice. It's a oops notice. Oops. What that means is you made a mistake. You got it wrong. Here's how to fix it. I like that.
No, they aren't doing that, really.
I'm reading it right here. Oops, you get an oops notice.
What is this, freaking kindergarten?
Oops.
Oh, my.
They're also doing that with manslaughter now. If you murdered somebody,
Oops.
oops, you did it. We get it. Don't do it again. Suffolk County, they're a lot stronger, a lot stricter.
Oops, you cut someone's throat.
Don't do it again. That's going to be my new thing I'm going to say to people. Don't do it again. Suffolk has a different alternative. They don't give you an oops notice. They give you a $1,000 fine. Right away, $1,000. That's why you should move to Nassau County. We get oops here. Jeff gets a fine. I get oops.
I pushed that guy off the bridge.
Oops.
Oops.
Well, you can't do it again. He's already dead.
Yeah.
Don't do it to the next person.
Don't do it again.
Isn't that the defense of the guy, the Gilgo guy?
Yeah.
But he did it again.
Yes.
So
several times.
he ran out of oops.
Yes.
No more oops for that guy. No more oops for the defense team.
No.
Let's try this. I thought this was fun. Let's go. Everything's been so. I talked a lot about obesity and death, and that's kind of the vibe I feel this week.
You're very dark.
Yeah, I apologize. Let me see if I can do something better. Let's because at the end of the day, I try to use this hour to make people laugh, uplift, but at the same time, I don't mind giving them a little depression.
Is the itch making you that angry? Really?
It went away for 1 minute, and Jeff had to remind me, and now it's itching again. That's what you. Yeah, I need things to take my mind off the itch, or now I got it back. I don't know what this is. Who knows? I feel like it could be stress. Something stress related. It's not a tick. First he gives me poison ivy, tick. Now it's a Lyme disease. Jeff is giving me. This is why I don't say that.
You never know.
I know. I don't know.
You get hit by a bee or something, maybe?
A bee?
A bee sting or anything?
I don't think it's a bee sting. No, it's not a bee sting.
CT fly?
We live in. Is there a big calling of the tsetse fly in Nassau County?
I figured you'd been to Cambodia like the last week or so.
So, I have not. I don't like to go in the oppressive heat of Cambodia and the tsunamis. I try to stay away. Hey, the Kennedy Center people have been nominated. So now, Trump is doing it. He actually, and this is not a joke. He said next year he actually, this is funny. So, he also suggested he might choose himself for a future award.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Now, I don't. Does he play an instrument?
Like he chose himself for a Nobel Peace Prize?
But does he play an instrument?
No.
I didn't think so. Anyway, so these are the people he's got for this year's Kennedy Center gala.
Yeah.
If you will. George Strait, country singer, whatever. You know George Strait.
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, who is a big supporter. Rocky. Yeah, I didn't know it was where Kennedy was. I didn't know. Now I got an award. I didn't know. I didn't even know. Gloria Gaynor. I Will Survive.
Okay.
I think that was her only song, though.
Probably was. I like Gloria Gaynor.
Okay.
She has a good voice.
Michael Crawford is an actor or a musician. I'm not sure who he is. And this is where Jeff's gonna love. He's gonna be all in. Kiss.
I heard about that.
Now you're a Kiss guy.
Yes.
You've seen Kiss.
Yes.
They're in.
I'm okay with it. I'm surprised they accepted it.
Well, I'll tell you why. It says Paul Stanley is not Ace Frehley was a big endorser. Ace Frehley, a big endorser of Trump.
Yeah, but Gene and Paul also came out and said they're accepting of the honor.
Oh, so they're all in. It's the original four, or someone's dead. Peter Criss?
No, the only one who died was Eric Carr.
So he's not one of the original four.
No.
So the original four. Now, what are they going to do? How are they doing this?
I have no idea.
You got to be the original four.
I'm sure they're going to include all the other guys.
I know, but
Tommy Thaler,
I don't.
or Vinnie Vincent's of
I know there's others and they're fine, but it's the four.
no, of course.
To me, it's stop with I know Gene Simmons contrived something with the contracts that it's to kick the other two out
yeah,
with the fighting, but it's still the four.
Gene and Paul are not going to allow them to not honor Tommy Thaler and all the others. They're not going to do it.
All right.
And I'm with them completely.
So,
They shouldn't accept it at all.
Who?
Their Kiss.
Why?
They should tell them to go screw himself.
Kiss this? Kiss this?
That's another conversation.
All right. It's another.
Anyway, but yeah, they're not going to let it be just the four. They're going to insist on Tommy Thaler and all the other guys.
Okay. No,
I'd be shocked if they didn't. Because really, Tommy Thayer
but it says here.
and their other drummer have been in that band longer than Ace Frehley and what's his face?
Peter.
Peter Criss.
I understand, but I still think it's about how it started.
Well,
That's how I think. Even if it would be like, oh, the Beatles were only together for a year, then there was another drum, and then was another. It's the four. It's the core four, if you will.
yeah.
And they show us here: rock group Kiss, Peter Criss,
Mhm.
Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, and Gene Simmons, including his tongue, will be among the honorees at the Kennedy Center on December 7th. So it says those four, and it names them.
Yeah.
It doesn't say Kiss. It named the four.
Yeah.
So let's see.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. Be interesting. So that will be the Kennedy. My mom loves when they do the. She likes that too. She's a big watcher of that. She always tells everybody, watch it. Don't forget. Oh, I thought this would be fun to play. Let's have some fun.
Mhm.
You want to have fun?
Sure. Let's have some fun.
Let's have fun. Let's have a little fun. I can have fun. Most people say I can't. So now this is why. Let me preface this by saying what I'm going to ask you is I'm going to name some songs,
Mhm.
and I want you to tell me if you know the first line of these famous songs, the first lyric, the
Okay.
first line. Okay, it's hard, but you're pretty good because when we were saying before the show, Jeff listens. Jeff. Actually, no, he hears. Oh no, I got that backwards. I hear, you listen. Right. So you listen. You and Steve listen. You know lyrics.
You watch.
I watch.
We listen.
I watch. I'm a bystander. I have no time to listen.
Yes.
I watch. I don't have time to somebody painstakingly wrote these lyrics. I have no interest. They could go blah 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 blah. Da, da, da.
How you know any musician's name is beyond me.
It is beyond me. It's beyond me. How I know anything is beyond me.
Yes.
I don't even know how I graduated. And I'm not even talking about college. I'm talking about high school. I'm talking about middle school. I'm talking about, let's go way back. All right, elementary school. I don't know how I got through any of it because I'm a dumbbell. But yeah. It's funny. You guys are very attentive. So here, let's try something. This might be hard, but we'll only do a couple because I want to get to the big one.
Mhm.
Our big story.
Okay.
We don't really have a big story. Now I'm trying to. Yeah, I'll give you the title. Yeah, let me give you because if I give you the first line, it'll be too easy just to name the song.
Okay.
So, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Bridge Over Troubled Water, think about it. Simon and Garfunkel, we all know it. Do you know the beginning?
I haven't heard that song in decades.
When you're weary, feeling small.
Okay.
Does it ring a bell now?
No.
When you're weary, feeling small.
No.
All right. Doesn't to me either. All right. Do we have another one? Okay. Summer of 69 by Bryan Adams. Summer of 69.
Got my first real six string.
There you go. I knew you'd get that one.
Mhm.
I got my first real
That's
strict
easy.
string. Do you know the second line?
Something at the five and dime.
Yep. Bought it at the Five and Dime.
Five and dime.
Any more? Third line?
No, that's where I stopped.
Played it till my fingers bled.
I don't know.
It was the summer of 69.
Yeah.
There you go. See, I can read. That's one thing I could do really well. I'm a good reader.
You're a good reader.
I can watch, I can look and read. Although with my eyes, I probably need. But yeah, so that was pretty good. I like that.
Not bad. 1 out of 2.
That 50%. That's that was my grade point average in high school. Just wanted to. There was something else. This I thought was cute. Actors that were forced to change their name. Actors that were forced to change their name.
That's like all of Hollywood.
But that's everybody, right? But I got
change it.
Yeah, I thought these would be a couple of cute ones. Let's see. I can't even pronounce half of these. Woody Allen. Woody Allen was Alan Stewart Konigsberg. Alan Stewart Konigsberg was Woody Allen.
Where did they get Woody from?
I'm not sure. This is interesting. This doesn't make sense. It says Ava Gardner switched her name to Ava Gardner. That doesn't make sense. Frank James Cooper became Gary Cooper.
Okay.
Frank James Cooper. Joe Raquel Tejada. Joe, J-O, Raquel Tejada.
Raquel Welch.
There you go. This is weird. Why does my phone say 10 o'clock?
10.
This says 10. My phone says 10.
You got the right time zone hooked up? You sure about that?
It says 10. Isn't that weird? It says, oh, it was, I see what was happening. Oh, I see what was happening. This is when yesterday is when I clicked the picture. Okay. I understand what happened. Sorry. It just had a little. I'll do one more. Roy Harold Scherer. Roy Harold Scherer.
Roy Schneider?
Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson.
Oh, here's one. Ramon Antonio Gerardo.
Antonio Banderas.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Interesting. Not that interesting. So in the paper, as I told you, I get in Newsday, I get a the retro section sometimes, and they come out with a special year.
Yeah.
So this one they focusing on 1985.
Good year.
It's a good year for wine. Now I have to find it. Hold on. While I'm looking at that, this is a section that bothers me. There's a section here on Newsday called Long Island on the Move. Long Islanders on the Move. You see these people?
Yeah.
These are like Long Islanders on the move. And they show these 3 smiling faces. I'm never one of them. I'm never one. It says Long Island people on the move, meaning they're doing well. They're on the move. I'm never one.
Yeah, neither am I.
No, I'm not concerned about you.
Of course not, because you're all about yourself.
I'm me. But yeah, we're never on here. Why isn't the Steve Square Show on here? We're not on the move.
You should call them.
You would think.
And tell them
that I do enough for Newsday. I'm a constant subscriber and, marketer for them. For God's sake, I'm done with them. Hell with them. So look at the front page of 1985 and look at the headline.
Partners in luck. Okay.
So these group of workers put their money together and won the lotto.
Nice.
You see that there? And notice the 1985 black and white. Color still wasn't invented.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still didn't have color in 1985. You would have thought by 1985 things would be in color.
Newsday was too cheap back then.
No color. And I saw a couple of these ads. They were still having this was a Newport cigarette ad.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Newport cigarettes because they were still promoting. It was very encouraging to smoke.
Yeah.
They still didn't know in 1985.
Of course not. They would. No. Who knew?
It says, enter Newport's toll booth sweepstakes. The more you smoke, the more you can win.
Good going, Newsday. Promote that cancer, guys.
Did I win? Smoke it, baby. The more you smoke, the more you win.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Back to school shopping in 1985. They look like a happy family. Look at that in stencil.
Thrilled.
Says here you get a fashion Levi's. Oh, I like Levi's. $9.99. This is great. A fleece top. A fashion fleece top, which you go back, it's still like summer in school. Who's wearing a fleece top? Who's wearing a hoodie? It's got to be in 98 degrees. I remember going back to school.
Yeah. $9 for a pair of jeans, really?
No, this is a fleece top.
Oh, I think you meant. Oh.
It's Levi's, but they have fashion fleece tops.
Gotcha.
And this is at, do you remember this department store? Mid-Island?
No.
Okay. Mid-Island department store. Steve would know. Steve is a historian of Long Island. Steve was here when the Indians were here. Steve actually was part of that deal when they took Long Island away from the Indians. Steve was in those meetings. Steve gave the Indians their first cup of coffee. How do you like it? I'm gonna be canceled. I'm part of the cancel culture. I probably have been taken off the air, but who cares? I don't care. To quote Phil Collins' lyric, I don't care anymore.
That's great.
You okay? Can you go on? What else happened in 1985? Why do I have this? This doesn't look like anything. Oh, here, that's why. Guess who was performing at Jones Beach in 1985?
Arch.
The Pointer Sisters.
Pointer Sisters.
Didn't they sing I'm So Excited? No. Wasn't then I'm so excited. It was the Pointer Sisters. I just can't see. I listen.
Look at you.
I listen.
Look at you.
The dumb down is for your entertainment. I'm very intelligent. We all understand.
Yeah. See, the arm stops itching, and then knowledge comes.
You mentioned it again. This is why after the show I don't talk to Jeff until next Monday, or else my arm will itch all week. So he reminds me of these things. The Pointer Sisters. What else was going on? Long Islanders have 2 chances to catch Leonard Slatkin conducting the New York Philharmonic in Heckscher State Park. And by the way, at the Tillis Center, we were just talking about September 5th or 6th. Yeah. We don't know which orchestra, but they're going to have an orchestra playing to the movie Jaws, a live orchestra, which we were talking about. That's got to be really good.
That's a great
to go see that. That you have seen Lord of the Rings like that.
I saw Lord of the Rings with a 200-piece orchestra.
Wow! And they performed the score while you're watching the movie.
Even the music over the ending credits.
That's fantastic.
The whole thing.
That is great. That is really. Here's some of the movies that were, or what was good. Michael J. Fox had 2 movies at the time. Do you know which 2 movies?
Back to the Future and Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf was first.
Yep.
Which really put his career. When you put a wolf mask on, you're headed for stardom.
Absolutely.
Just ask Jason Bateman, who tried to do Teen Wolf 2. And he didn't get another gig for about 5 years.
Yeah, I think going anywhere.
But Back to the Future was right after Teen Wolf.
Yeah. Right.
And he had Family Ties going on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big year.
Yeah.
Big year for him.
Absolutely.
I know he's going through a tough time now, but that was incredible. It's terrible, but
he's hanging in there.
He is. And he's a good musician.
Yeah, he could play guitar.
He plays guitar. He's played with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Yeah. They invite him on. He's always playing and stuff. And he played the actual guitar when they were doing that scene in Back to the Future where he's doing Johnny Be Good. He was like, I could play it. Yeah, stuff like that. He could play.
He was a good guitarist.
Yeah, he could play a little guitar.
Wasn't Ghostbusters also 85?
It didn't list Ghostbusters. I have a couple of stats for you.
85, 86?
I have a couple of final. Oh, yeah, we got some. I got a couple of stats for 1985. What was going on in 1985? Rocky 4. They were already up to Rocky 4.
85 was 4? Wow.
Break you. Some shows on TV, Dynasty.
Oh, I used to watch Dynasty.
Dallas.
I love Dallas.
We'll get you some Larry Hagman, huh?
Yeah, the remake of Dallas was awful.
Oh, I'm sure. On TV, Cheers, Family Ties,
Yep.
things like that. Cocoon hit the movies.
Oh, Cocoon was so good.
Cocoon. New Coke came out.
New Coke?
That was a bad marketing. They tried to market Coke, and they came out with a new formula, New Coke, which became Bad Coke, which is also something you shouldn't take.
Yeah.
While driving.
Here's crap 1 and crap 2.
Right.
There you go.
The first Macintosh computer
Yeah, the Mac
was marketed,
Mid-80s, yeah.
along with Windows and all of the others.
Yeah.
They were all around the same time.
Yep.
Rambo and Beverly Hills Cop. Good year.
That's
for
right.
It was some
Yeah,
good
that was
movies.
a really good year for movies.
That was a really good year for movies. And The Breakfast Club
Yeah.
with Molly.
Look at
That's a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
Those are like 5 or 6 forever movies.
that. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
still watch them.
They're all, everybody does. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's in 1 year
Yeah.
to come out with that. They would never have a year like that now.
No, they don't. They don't.
Well, because first of all, they're all remakes. They all have a 2 at the end, or a 3 at the end, or a 4 at the end. You know
Yeah.
how I feel about that.
Oh, speaking of remakes, my God, they're remaking Contact.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh, did you see? You know, Contact
Jodie
with Jodie
Foster was the original.
great movie.
Great
One of
movie.
the best sci-fi's ever, and they're remaking it with Jennifer freaking Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. I know.
And what's his Andrew Garfield?
Ugh,
Why are you ruining a great movie?
why not?
Why? Why?
Because people will come see it. They'll come see it.
Uh,
The audience is there. You'll go see it.
yeah. Anyway, sorry I interrupted.
Interrupt. Music at the time. You know any music songs? 85? Can you think of anything?
I mean,
Any popular songs?
I know
85?
all my. That's my. Those are my metal years.
So this is not. This is more
Metallica,
pop
Iron
stuff.
Maiden
Yeah, there's no. Yeah,
years.
this is more pop.
I mean, I probably know it by hearing it, but
Careless Whisper was the
never
number.
heard.
Wham.
I know when. I don't know that music.
Careless Whisper. Careless Whisper.
No idea.
Wake Me Up by Wham. Wake
Before
me
You-
up before you go go. Wake me up before you go go. Like a Virgin, Madonna.
I know that one.
Tommy Hilfiger hit the stores. The Tommy Hilfiger brand was established.
Really? It was in the mid 80s?
85.
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger.
It's been around for a long time.
Still going strong, right? 40 years.
Yeah.
The first .com domain was purchased. The first .com.
In the mid 80s?
85.
They had .coms back then?
85. And it was Symbolix.com. Symbolix, like a symbol,
Yeah.
Symbolix.com was the first domain purchased.
Wow. I had no idea.
1985.
I thought that was like in the 90s. Shit.
Interesting, right?
What is Symbolix?
I don't do that much research for the show. I did it in the car while the car was running.
Demand more information, people,
No, you don't.
out of your host.
This is a show where we keep it light and fluff. Just the way you like your breakfast, that's the way I like my show. Light and fluffy. I like everything light and fluffy. I don't like things heavy. Blue Hawaii. That was a good Elvis movie.
Never saw it.
Viva Las Vegas.
Never saw it. I've never seen any of Elvis's movies.
Viva Las Vegas?
I've seen clips of them.
Viva Las Vegas. You've never seen him.
No.
I think Anne Margaret was in Viva Las Vegas.
No.
You know, Viva
I know
Las
the
Vegas.
song.
Oh, okay. Oh my! I am telling my mom. She was a big fan of yours. No more. It's not that. It was the movie. I don't think he was. I think he got George. I don't know why I'm advocating that Elvis was a good actor. He had enough. He had enough good things in his life. He didn't need to be a good actor.
He was a good performer on the stage.
Yeah, but I think, you know, he wanted to be a serious actor. He liked to be like a James Dean type, you know, and those guys, and obviously, or Marlon Brando. He was like wanted to be like those guys. Not much.
Can you imagine Elvis doing Apocalypse Now?
Well, not that. It's not Apocalypse Now. You got to cast. Come on, it's all about casting.
The horror.
Yeah, put him in a comedy or something.
The horror.
The horror.
Yeah.
I got a horror in a hundred. He could have been as they were going down the Vietnam River. I got a 6-gun shooter and I'm gonna got some VC Kong. VC Kong? Yeah, VC Kong. Got a Vietnam, Kong, Vietnam.
Elvis in Cambodia.
Go VC. Got a VC Kong in the chair. You ain't nothing but a VC Kong. Riding all the time. You ain't nothing but a Vietnamese. Thank you very much. Where were we?
In an alternate universe, that actually happened.
I might write that. I'm picking up writing that movie. I'm gonna start writing that tonight. Here you go, Big Chief Lewis. Who hasn't seen the Big Chief Lewis on Sunrise Highway in Massapequa? You know the big Indian that's outside the real estate office? Do you ever drive by that? There's a big Indian statue.
Montauk Highway?
Sunrise Highway.
I may have passed
In Massapequa.
I may have passed it.
Right across from it's almost across from the path. It's within a block of that. It's across the street. So most people know, especially Massapequans or Nassau Countyans, the Big Chief Lewis. Do you know how that started? This guy, Richard Lewis, was a big real estate guy in Canarsie in the 50s. He moved his family to Massapequa.
Not the comedian.
Not that comedian, no.
Okay.
He wasn't involved in real estate. So this Richard Lewis moved his family from Canarsie, Brooklyn, to Massapequa in the late 50s, opened up a real estate office and thought for marketing things he would put up a big chief statue and totem poles and the whole nine. And it's still, and I find it funny, even with everything trying to be politically correct and taken away, they still leave that giant statue.
White man exploiting the Indians.
Oh, stop. It was a gimmick. Guy's trying to pawn some land. He's trying to sell some mud land. Give him a break. Are you sure I'm going to be okay in this home? It's not going to flood? Hey, did you see that statue? Look at that statue you'll get to see from your home. Just sign right here, ma'am. I got a Big Chief Lewis and I'm looking at him running for. You ain't nothing but.
Elvis as the Godfather.
Elvis. That's what we could do a series of Elvis as the Godfather. I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. He wasn't going to say it, but I told him to go. He's going to sing the God. He's going to sing everything. You have no vision. He has no vision.
He's going to sing the dialogue.
I'm going to put this together. Elvis's greatest hits to movies. Platoon.
That's
Contact.
Great. Elvis in Contact.
Elvis in Contact. Poltergeist.
Oh my God.
Back to the Future. Elvis in Back to the Future.
Elvis has Billy Batch from Goodfellas.
Oh yeah, Elvis in Goodfellas.
Go get your shine box.
Go get your shine box. It's. I'm telling you, there's something there. There's an audience for this.
Mm-hmm.
My phone's probably blowing up now, saying this is a great idea.
There's got to be an audience.
I have lots of ideas.
It's better than most of the crap they released today.
I have a lot of ideas. Trust me, it's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll write the Biggest Loser movie.
There you go.
Something like a behind some, you know what I'm saying? And we'll follow like a and we'll follow like the story of somebody. We'll make it a. I'll get sued left, right, and upside down.
Oh yeah.
I don't have enough money for that legal counsel that I'll need. So here's some prices in the 1980s. Guess how much a car was?
10 grand.
14.
14.
How about a home?
49, 50,000.
A little 84, which I thought was a little high for back then. The first CD portable player, the first your first compact disc player that you listened to.
Oh, how much did I pay? How much did I pay for mine? Portable?
Yeah, the one that you portable that you walked around the streets. Everybody walked. It doesn't say how much it was. It just said that's when it came out. The first portable. Eggs. Eggs are on everybody's mind. Eggs seem to be the problem right now.
Yes.
Although I just got a dozen for $3.99 at North Shore Farms. They're on sale.
Depends on the size.
These are extra large. These are from big chickens. Or hens. I don't know what they come from. How much do you think they were back then? A dozen eggs, 1985.
$1.80.
80 cents.
80 cents.
80 cents for a dozen eggs. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Guess how much a movie ticket price was? How much to go see one of these great movies.
1985.
1985. What are you paying to go see a movie?
Under 10.
$3.55.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unreal. $3.55.
Yeah.
You can't even get a coffee where Steve works. I won't say where. Steve will kill me. He didn't call in. I'm so disappointed. I thought he would. I didn't get to this. They did this thing on late night hosts. Yeah. And I was wondering who your favorite, and I'm again, Johnny Carson, Arsenio Hall, the Conan O'Briens, the David Lettermans, the People Now, the Kimmels, the Colberts, Jon Stewart's. Did you have a favorite?
Yeah, Letterman was my guy.
Letterman. Yeah. I'm a Letterman. Letterman was definitely.
Once he retired, I never watched late night TV.
Yeah. Trevor Noah was actually pretty good on.
I liked him when he was doing
The Daily Show.
The Daily Show.
Yeah, he was good. He had a funniness about him, and he's smart.
Yeah.
So he had a good combo. Yeah. But yes, Letterman is the, that's the guy.
Jon Stewart was always good on that.
Jon Stewart's always good, and even
Letterman was.
But Letterman's yeah. But it's funny how this. And they're saying how it's this dying era that these late night shows are really going by the wayside because people don't really watch that anymore because you're talking about something that started from Steve Allen, Johnny Carson, all the way up the timeline to Jay Leno's. I never was a Jay Leno fan. I don't like. I feel he's very fake and he's very.
He's one of the biggest phonies in the world.
Yeah, I totally believe that.
I can't stand Jay Leno.
And I don't, and I'm glad he came out looking bad in that whole thing with the night shift thing and the whole. Yeah. Conglomeration.
He's an idiot.
Anyway, so we ran a couple minutes, but we're good. We're gonna close up shop. Thank you for spending some time, but definitely check out that Netflix doc if you get a chance. Check it out.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
The Fit for TV. It's called the Reality of the Biggest Loser. It's on Netflix, and go check out something from the '80s. Go watch an '80s movie. That's your homework assignment. I'm gonna tell people. Go. We listed some. Go find they were great '80s movies.
Yeah. You
could find something you would enjoy. Beverly Hills Cop, whatever. And listen to an Elvis song.
Lethal Weapon, also 80s.
And that was 80s. I mean, there's endless 80s movies. I mean, you could go crazy. Like you said, Ghostbusters. Yeah. I mean, they're all, that was a good decade.
Excellent decade.
I mean, they were making movies left and right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Talent back then.
Enjoy. We'll see you next Monday night somewhere, 6:30 on the Steve Squared Show. Thank you, Jeff.
Peace.
Later.